Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanan Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramanubhishtam Purnam Radha Dasyam Pradayakam Nirupānugacārya Varyamburupa Manjari Preshtakam Patita Pavana Karuniyam Yugacārya Narayanam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tuise Namaha. Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Ismerahasara Murali Manohara Radhikara Shikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Kuru Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vrindai Tulasi Devi Ai Priyai Keshavasacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. So first of all, I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramaradhatama Sri Guru Pada Padma, Nitalila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Paribrajacharya, Ashtotara Satasi Srimad Shila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Shila Gurudeva. And to my most worshipable Shikshan Sannyasa Guru, Nitalila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotra Sata Srimad Shila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaja, and to all Shri Rupanava Gauriya Guru Varga, to all Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. So by the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudeva and all Mahabhagavatas Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one more time. Text number 8. The following 6 verses of the Yamuna Stotra, which comprises texts 8 and 13, illustrates the poet Yamunacharya's own humility. I am not devoted to dharma, nor do I have any knowledge of the soul, and my heart has no devotion to your lotus feet. O protector, being destitute, I take shelter of you. I have no shelter other than you. You have come as a savior of the fallen, to deliver such a wretched fallen soul as me. I am your eternal servant, and you are my eternal master. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. The sadhaka prays to the Supreme Lord in a meek and destitute mood. O Lord, I have no devotion to dharma, no bhakti and no jnana. So how can I remember your lotus feet? You are the savior of the fallen, Patit Pavana. You even give those who are poor and lowly a place at your lotus feet. Therefore, please deliver me, this degraded soul. Then your name, Patit Pavana, will become meaningful. So there is a verse, also very famous from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He says, Patita Pavana Hetu Tavayavatar Mochama Patita Prabhu Na Pai Bihar. He's saying that, Prabhu, O Krishna, you are known as Patit Pavana, the savior of the fallen. So, please look at me. There is no one more fallen than me for you to deliver. So, in the same way, Yamunacharya is praying like that. Now, text number 9. O Prabhu, O Hari, there is no wicked or sinful activity I have not performed thousands and thousands of times, and I will suffer for them. O Mukunda, I see that besides you, there is no other shelter. I am constantly crying, praying before you. If you so desire, punish me, for you are the ruler of this destitute body. So this text 9 is also from the Yamuna Stotra. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. O Lord, birth after birth, I have performed innumerable sinful and contemptible activities. To describe them all to you, it's not even possible. But as you are omniscient, you know of them anyway. So now I come before you, clasping a piece of straw between my teeth, humbly requesting you to please deliver me, even inflicting punishment upon me. O Prabhu, as a result of my numerous offenses, the illusory energy crushes me just as one crushes a stick of sugar cane. My tearful request to you is to please purify this destitute person by punishing him. Since you give liberation to the living entities, one of your name is Mukunda. Therefore, please liberate me from these sins and bestow upon me service to your lotus feet. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 5, 205-207, Jagai madai hoite muise papista, purisher kitta hoite muise lagista, emana negrina, more keba kripa kore, ekha nityananda vinu jagat bitare. I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai, and even lower than the worms in the stool. Whom in this world but Nityananda could show his mercy to such an abominable person as me? That is why when Srila Swami Maharaj, Srila Swami Prabhupada, he preached in the West, he established many deities of Gaur Nitai. Because Gaur Nitai, they are the most merciful. They deliver Jagai and Madai. So since Srila Swami Prabhupada, he was preaching in the Western countries for the most fallen at that time, the hippies and others, he had to put so much emphasis in the mercy of Gaur Nitai. But that has nothing to do with he being Sakyaras or anything like that. It's only because Gaur Nitai, they are meant for preaching and they are meant to deliver everyone, including the most abominable demons. Now text number 10. O Ananta, since time immemorial, I have been drowning in this unlimited ocean of material existence. The hope of one day attaining your lotus feet is the shore of this ocean. Immersed in this material existence, I am tearfully praying to you with a distressed voice to please appear as Guru and deliver me. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. O Lord, as a result of my previous activities, I am submerged in the ocean of material existence, where many kinds of reactions are rising as huge waves, tormenting me with happiness and distress. This path of karma has no beginning and no end. I do not know how to swim in this vast ocean, and the crocodiles of lust, anger, and so forth are eating my body. O Lord, please rescue me. You are my only hope. I now relinquish dependence on my own strength, and instead I am taking shelter of your lotus feet. I have heard from the great self-realized souls that you give mercy according to the extent of a person's fallen condition. As you protected the elephant Gajendra with your disc, please save me from this crocodile-like ocean of material existence. Prabhu, I have also heard that you are the pinnacle of compassion. Please understand that I am fallen and wretched. Even if someone searches the entire universe, he will not find any better object for this compassion than I. Knowing this, kindly bestow your mercy upon me. So this is how we should pray. This is how we should speak in front of the Lord. If you think you are very qualified, you are very pure, very advanced, then you are not object of Krishna's mercy. So always putting yourself as the most unqualified and degraded person, you should pray to Krishna's mercy. Text 11. All mental creations and desires are alleviated and the mind pacified by uninterrupted service to you. When will I be designated as your eternal servant? When will I be radiant with joy, having obtained such an competent master as you? So now, from this point, from the previous verse to this one, now Yamunacharya is already praying to the mercy of Krishna in the form of Guru. So the mercy of Mahaprabhu comes as Nityananda, and the mercy of Nityananda comes as Guru. So in our lives, our Guru is going to be our savior. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. While chanting the sadhaka prays as follows: O Prabhu, you are the Lord of the universe and I am your servant. But because I am opposed to serving you, I have gone far away from you. Now I am tormented by the 3 kinds of afflictions of your illusory energy. Please bestow the mercy of your lotus feet upon this unfortunate person. Prabhu, when will that auspicious day come when illusory desires leave my heart and I become your unalloyed servant? At that time, I will please you by fulfilling your inner desire. So Srila Gurudev here is saying that after you become purified by the mercy of Gurudev, you will be able to fulfill his manobhishtam, his innermost desires. When our heart is pure, we can connect properly, just like a radio connects with the frequency of the tower. We can connect with the frequency of Gurudev's heart. Now text 12. O Hari, I am an offender, guilty of thousands of offenses and therefore punishable. I am drowning in this fearsome ocean of material existence. Lost, I take shelter of your lotus feet. Please make me your own. You have promised that you will definitely deliver anyone who has taken shelter of you. Please, therefore, deliver me also. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. O Lord, I am suffering punishment for my thousands and thousands of offenses. As a fallen soul amidst the towering waves of the fearful ocean of material existence, I am without shelter. Sometimes the waves in this ocean submerge me, and sometimes they lift me up and knock me down again. In this condition, you who deliver persons from the ocean of material existence are my only friend. Please be merciful to me and make me your own. I have heard from the mouths of sadhus that you certainly deliver those who have surrendered unto you. This is your promise. Therefore, O Lord, I am situated at your lotus feet with the hope and faith that you will surely deliver me. This is one symptom called Ashabandha, the symptom that Madhyamadhikari manifests, that he is very much confident that there is hope of Krishna coming to deliver him. So Madhyamadhikari, although he knows he has many anarthas, many things yet to be conquered, still he already has enough faith to know that Krishna will always fulfill his promise to deliver his devotees. So in this way he's praying. He's praying to the Lord that despite of all his faults, he still have hope and chance to be delivered. Now text 13. O Hari, I am submitting at your lotus feet a petition in which there is not the slightest untruth. You may or may not be merciful to me, but my complete prayer, which is full of meaning, is that if you are not merciful to me, then it will be impossible for you to find a more suitable candidate for your mercy in this entire material existence. Your name is Doyamoy, one who is full of mercy. Therefore, if you do not make me the object of your merciful sidelong glance, your name will be disgraced. So here in this prayer, he's actually challenging Krishna. He's saying, oh, if you are not able to save me, then you are not really merciful. And you're going to be defamed by not being able to save such a fallen person like me. So in this way, you have no other option. You have to deliver me. This is how devotees are praying in a very tricky way. So by that we can easily understand that deliverance is sure. We are going to be delivered. The only thing is that we must want it, because Krishna is not going to do it without our desire. But if we desire, then he can do it, no problem. So you just have to pray and manifest your desire. After that, Krishna can do everything, no problem. So now, the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. O merciful Madhusudan, I have a prayer to present before your lotus feet that comes from the core of my heart. Do not neglect my prayer, thinking it meaningless, because in this whole material existence, you will not find a more wretched person than I. If you neglect me, whom will you accept as a fit candidate for your mercy. Make your compassionate name successful by bestowing your mercy upon me. So in this way, we have to put our prayers with this much confidence. You can feel that the devotee, Yamunacharya, he is not begging the mercy. He is almost imposing the mercy. He is actually not giving Krishna any chance apart from delivering him. Now text 14. Freedom from pride is described in the Yamuna Stotra 59. I am disrespectful, vile, fickle-minded, full of envy, ungrateful, dependent on others, cruel, and most sinful. In this condition, how can I cross this impassable ocean of material existence and attain the service of your lotus feet? Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. O Lord, I am disrespectful, vile living entity wandering in this material existence. I am a fickle-minded, full of envy, ungrateful, and dependent on others. Please save this wretched person from this condition. Without your mercy, there is no other means of rescue from this ocean that is so difficult to cross. I offer millions and millions of obeisances to you. Please save me and engage me in the service of your lotus feet. 15. Respect for devotee described in the Yamuna Stotra 52. O Bhagavan, if I take birth again due to my past activities or by your desire, please let it be in the home of a devotee, even if that birth is in the body of an insect. I have no desire to take birth in a household devoid of devotion to you, even if it has the opulence of Brahma. O Purushottama, this is my earnest prayer unto you. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. O Lord, I have heard from Guru and Vaishnavas that the living entity is wandering in the cycle of birth and death according to his past activities. Prabhu, even if according to my auspicious and inauspicious karma, I take birth in this material world, there is no cause for grief. However, my earnest petition at your lotus feet is that even if I have to take the low birth of an insect or dog as a result of my karma, please let it be in the home of a devotee so that I will have the association of saintly Vaishnavas. I have no desire to take birth in a very rich family that is opposed to you, even though it may be as wealthy as Brahma. I have heard from the scriptures that bhakti is born of sadhu sangha. Krishna bhakti janma mula hoy sadhu sangha. Krishna prema janmete ho punna mukyanga. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 22:83. The root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with advanced devotees. Even when one's dormant love for Krishna awakens, association with devotees is still most essential. O merciful one, whether I live in heaven, hell, or anywhere else, I will hear about your lotus feet, sing their glories, and meditate upon them. So here in this verse, Yamunacharya is very clearly stating that no matter what condition of life he may accept, but he always wants to be in association of the pure devotees. Because the devotee, he never mind what type of birth he may take, but he is always concerned about if he will be in sadhu sangha or not. So sadhu sangha must be our earnest prayer, always to have sadhu sangha. Now text 16. Humility that is full of surrender is described in the Yamuna Stotra 49. O Bhagavan, in this material existence, there are the bodily distinctions of male and female. And according to the three modes of material nature, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, there are the divisions of the 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. In this way, humanity is unlimitedly variegated. O Praneshwar, let me take birth in any kind of body or in any condition. It doesn't matter, because now I am completely surrendered unto your lotus feet, and there is nothing I consider mine. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. Here, humility that is full of self-surrender is expressed. While chanting the holy name, the sadhaka, in the mood of distress, submits a humble petition at the lotus feet of Sri Bhagavan. O Supreme Lord, giving up this false identification with the material male or female body, with social classification and so on. I surrender this body at your lotus feet. Praneshwar, you only are my life. As long as the jiva falsely identifies with the gross and subtle body, he cannot enter pure bhajan. When the living entity is established in the mood of the verse taught by Sriman Mahaprabhu, Naham Vipro Nachanarapati, or in other words, when he has become free from all material designations, the door to the realm of bhajan opens. So this verse is very important. And this verse, Srila Gurudev, he advises us to recite before chanting our Gayatris. Why? Because this verse this is called Bhutta Shuddhi, the purification of the mind by giving up the bodily conception and coming to the conception of the Atma, of the self. So what the verse is saying, Naham vipro na chanara patina pi vaishona shudro, Naham vrachagriha patirno vanastu yatirva, Kintu pradhyani kila paramananda purnamrita vidir, Gopi bharto padakamalayor dasa dasa anudasa. Gopi bharto padakamalayor dasa dasa anudasa. I am the servant of the servant of the servants of Krishna, who is the beloved of the gopis. Because in Mahaprabhu's line, our translation becomes like that. We are the servant of Radha, who is beloved of Krishna. So this is how we change this translation. So in fact, we should always meditate as Dasi, Dasi, Anudasi, like that. The servant, like the maid servant of the maid servant of the maid servant of Shri Radha. So why do we have to chant this verse before Gayatris? Because one of the functions of Gayatri is to establish the Sambandha Jnana with your Ishtadeva. So the basic principle of Sambandha Jnana, the first idea of Sambandha Jnana is that I am the servant of Krishna. So you should identify with that, not with your body. So therefore this verse comes to remind us that we are not all these bodily identifications, but our identity is to be eternal servant of Krishna. And then with that conception that you are eternal servant of Krishna, you chant your Gayatris. But first of all, you are going to chant Guru Gayatri. So before you think you are Krishna Das, you should think you are Guru Das. And then by Gurudev's mercy, you can realize that you are Krishna Das. And ultimately, you realize you are Radha Dasi. So if you are not chanting this verse before Gayatri, you have to start. This is explained in the Archandipika book. So before chanting Gayatri, you should first take bath, put on tilak, and take one clean asana and sit on that asana, facing the proper direction. This asana should be only used for chanting Gayatri. And you should carry it with you wherever you go, so you always have it to sit, to chant. Then you should perform Achamanya. And then you should recite Gurudev's Pranam Mantra. And then you invite Gurudev to come to sit near you. Means actually for you to sit near Gurudev. And then you should recite this verse from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Naham Viprona Chanara Patina Piva Shudro. And then after that you can start your Gayatris. Now text 17. An ideal example of sincere humility is given in Krishna Karnamrita, verse 30. O Deva, O ocean of mercy, with folded hands raised to my head, I humbly offer this prayer to you. Please just once shower me with your merciful sidelong glance. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. In this verse, Lila Shuka Biva Mangala Thakur prays in a distressed voice, induced by the humility caused by the feelings of separation felt by Sri Radha. When Shri Krishna left for Mathura, he was separated from Radha and lived far away. Srimati Radhika, agitated by extreme separation, spoke with great humility to a bumblebee in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:47-21. O bumblebee, does Aryaputra, the son of a noble person, remembers us? She also asked, upon happily returning from Ujjain, will he come to Vrindavan? When Krishna disappeared from the Rasa dance, she cried out in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:30-39, Dasyaste kripanaya mi sakhe darashaya sandhim. O Lord, I am your maid servant. Please show yourself to me. desirous of this kind of humility, Sri Lila Shuka is praying, O Krishna, make me a traveler on the pathway of your eyes. Please give me service to you. Only by your mercy can I serve in your intimate secret Nikunja Lilas, by which the living entity becomes forever successful. If I am unqualified for this service, then let me worship you, immersed in these sentiments. I am an offender. Nonetheless, you are an ocean of mercy. I therefore beg you to not pay attention to my faults, and please make the creeper of my desire bear fruit. This is my prayer unto you. So, in this verse also we can see how Bhuvamangala Thakur, he is asking Krishna not to look at his faults, but just be merciful to him. So this is one example of Raganuga Bhakti. In Raganuga Bhakti, the sadhaka does not care about if he is qualified or not, but he is so greedy to serve that he is praying to Krishna anyway to give him bhakti, despite of he having so many faults. So now text 18. Krishna Karnamrita 29 states, O Krishna, kindly bestow your mercy upon me through your sweet sidelong glances, which are accompanied by the sound of your flute. When you are pleased with me, there is no harm if others are not. But if you become displeased, even if others are pleased, what is the use? Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. Remembering her previous amorous sports with Shri Krishna in the Kunjas, Sri Radhika becomes restless in separation from him. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:47-21. Will Krishna again place his cooling hand, which is more fragrant than a guru, on our heads? In this viraha pralapa, means incoherent talk filled with lamentation, which is caused by separation from Krishna, Radhika says, O Prananath, please enter the kunja, casting the same sidelong glance as you did before. What is the nature of this glance? As Krishna plays on his flute, his sidelong glance indicates to Radha to enter the kunja. For this reason, the flute is a giver of bliss. Someone may question, at the time of Rasa Lila, if Murali Vadana's sidelong glance signals to Shri Radha alone, what about the other gopis? The answer is that by the inconceivable potency contained within his flute and sidelong glance, Krishna signals Sri Radha directly and the other gopis indirectly. Radhika says, I am only concerned with your happiness. My cherished desire is that you are happy, even if all of us gopis are unhappy. So here Radharani is saying very clear, okay, you don't want to appear in front of us, and that makes you happy. Okay, we are happy also with that. But the point is that Radhika knows that Krishna is not happy by being far away. So therefore she's calling him to come, because like this, he'll be really happy. So by resolutely performing bhajan with the sentiments described in this third chapter, the stage of ruchi will arise and gradually the sadhaka will attain prema. Why is that in this stage of ruchi? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he put verses which are related to Raganuga Bhakti, because Raganuga Bhakti starts from the stage of ruchi. Now we're going to read the last text 19 from Govinda Lilamrita 5.1, the mid-morning pastimes Purvana Lila. I remember Shri Krishna, who in the forenoon went to the forest with the cows and his sakas. Shri Nanda, Yashoda, and other Brajabasis follow him for some distance. Restless and hankering to meet with Shri Radha, Krishna arrives at the bank of Radha Kunda for their rendezvous, Abhisar. I remember Shri Radha, who after taking Krishna's darshan at Nanda Bhavan, returns to her home. Jyotila orders her to worship the sun god. Desiring to learn of Shri Krishna's whereabouts, Radha sits and looks down the road, waiting for the return of her Sakhi, whom she has sent to gather this information. So, after Krishna went with the cows, he left the cows and his friends there, grazing. And then he went to meet with Radha in Radhakund. So this is the pastime called Purvana Lila, the mid-morning pastimes. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. In Purvana Lila, after Shri Krishna has eaten, he prepares to go to the forest, attired as a cowherd boy. and Sri Vrishabhanandini, decorated with cloth and ornaments given by Sri Jashoda, returns to Javat. They meet halfway. Upon seeing Sri Radha, Krishna's peacock feather falls from his head, and the flute slips from his hand. This pastime is described in the following verse from Sri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi 39. Venu karam nipatita skalitam shikandam brastam chapita vasanam brajaraja shuno. Shri Krishna arrives at the bank of Radha Kund for another meeting with Srimati Radhika. Not finding her there, he becomes extremely eager, full of desire and restless. In Javat, meanwhile, Jyotila encourages Radhika to go and worship the sun god, Surya Puja. The way in which Radhika performs puja to Krishna at the place where Surya Puja is performed is the wealth that is attained by the performance of bhajan. So this place that Radhika and Krishna, they meet halfway, this is called Sanket. And then afterwards they're going to meet in Surya Kunda, where Krishna is going to disguise as the Brahmana, as the priest, and then Radhika will be there and they will do puja for Krishna instead of for Surya Dev. And then little later on, they are going to meet in Radha Kunda at midday. So this is the end of the Tritayama Sadhana, Purvana Kalya Bhajan. My pranams to all devotees, Vancha Kalpatarvesha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo. Hari Bo, Hare Krishna.